Yo, it's your boy Simon. Today we're diving deep into some prison story time. I'm going to tell you about the most gruesome, horrific shit that I've seen in the pen. Here we go. During my 8.5 years of being incarcerated, I've seen a lot of shit. I've seen a lot of stuff. From guys getting their wigs split, to guys getting shanked, to guys getting into fights over honey buns, ramen noodles. Petty shit. But that's what prison is. That's what it does to somebody. When you have nothing to strive for, when you got nothing to grasp, the smallest stuff matters. Getting disrespected, your 25-cent meal, getting a phone call. When those things are taken away from you, you have absolutely nothing. You have no freedoms. You have no rights. You have no person. You can't be yourself. So I'm going to tell you guys two of the instances that I find the most horrific. I could sit here for countless hours and tell you guys the horrific shit that I've seen. But let's just start with these two top moments. Here we go. It was a sunny day. It was just like any other day. This was in the summer. We were getting up just like any other day. I was going to work in the dietary. At this point, I was working from 5 a.m. to around 11 a.m.-ish. So we come back from the deck, and around 11 a.m. was when we had yard time. So just like any other day, we're going to yard. Me and the boys, we had just drank a shit ton of eggs, got our pre-workouts in, which consisted of caffeine. That's all we had in there. And we go to the yard. So on the yard, there was this argument. There was this guy, just for his own sake, I'll call him Geechee Chris. So Geechee Chris was always a loud talker, and he was also very flamboyant as well. Now, when you're flamboyant in the joint, there's usually guys and predators that'll try to diss you and attack you because of your sexuality, right? Well, it's a den of fucking thieves, of course. So Geechee Chris gets harassed in the yard, and it follows through. It keeps happening all around the yard, and you can't just leave the yard. You gotta wait until they call the bell, and once that happens, then everybody goes at once. So, ironically enough, Geechee Chris was on my deck. This was a 5-deck prison. And we go back to the deck. And sure enough, the guy he was arguing with was also on our deck. I don't exactly remember what it was for. It was just super petty. It was super petty. So, this was a 20-man dorm. 5 dorms per unit. And all you start hearing when we get back is yelling, screaming. Geechee Chris, fire! You can't tell me what to do, blah, blah, blah. And other guys bashing him. So all you hear is scuffling. All you hear is bunks moving around. There's people getting out of the way, screaming, man, get him. There's a guy in security at the end of the hallway just chilling. He's like, man, y'all good, man, keep it going. So I look over and shit. Sure enough, they're getting it in. They're brawling. So the guy that was harassing Geechee Chris puts him in a headlock. He puts him in like an arm triangle, if you guys know what that is. Geechee Chris's face was right next to the other guy's face while he was getting choked out. And Geechee Chris, without knowing what to do, took a big old chunk out this man's cheek. Bit right through his face. All the way through. I'm talking about, you could see this man's teeth. There was blood everywhere. This man looked like a Hannibal Lecter. There was blood everywhere. This guy had skin in his mouth. He spit it back out on the floor. And the guy was screaming. Bloody murder. All that tough Tony shit that he was talking went out the window. Now he was lost. He was screaming for his mom. He's, oh my God. Holy shit. My face. So he runs into the bathroom. His boy tells him, yo, homie, man, your face just got bit off, bro. Dude's like, oh my God. So he goes to the bathroom, you know, there's like 20 of us that go in there. He looks at his face. There's a big ass hole in his face. Now keep in mind, I don't know if this was true or not, but they claim that Geechee Chris had a lot of STDs. They claim that he wasn't clean. I don't know if they were just saying that to meme on the person, to make it worse, which it happens a lot. People like to crack jokes and make light of situations. But they said, bro, you might have contracted some Hep C, bro. You messed with the wrong one. So the guy's scared. He's scared shitless. He goes to the cops. He goes to the cops. He says, man, look, this guy bit my cheek off. I need help. You guys need to help me. I think I got an STD. He's panicking. So he he gets off the unit. They escort him out. The cops come in, about 4 deep. They see blood everywhere. They grab Geechee Chris up. They handcuff his ass. They hog tie him, bring him to segregation. They call the porters on the deck to clean it all up. I'm talking about they barely give us bleach in Illinois. They barely give it to us, and this time they gave us some bleach. Thank God. So the boys are cleaning up the blood. They're cleaning all the stuff up. They're putting all their bunks together, and never heard from Geechee Chris or that guy again. Basically, because the fight was so drastic, they escorted him out of the prison. They hog-tied him, threw him in a van. Nobody knew what happened. Now, whether or not he contracted an STD, I got no clue. But imagine, over a petty argument, getting your face bit off and not being able to recover that. That's permanent. Now, keep in mind, anytime that you want to do something stupid, anytime that you think that violence is the answer, guess what? The next man might bite your face off. Now, it's going to be hard to top that story. But I do have many, many more. Like I said, a decade in the joint, you're going to see some shit. The second story that I got for you guys today is this was in a two-man cell prison. It was in central Illinois. It was called Centralia. I was in that prison for about a year. There's no AC. There's the commissary's dog shit. They basically give you the bottom of the barrel. Everything's clear. There's no name brand stuff. And it's just hot. It's super hot. So everybody's frustrated. Everybody's on edge. Everybody hates life. There's only 2 phones for a 48-man unit. And you're out. At that time, you are out of yourself for 6 hours, in yourself for 18, if I'm not mistaken. So, just like any other day, this happened around rec time, just like the last one. It always happens around rec time. All that testosterone's in the air. Everybody's bouncing around. Everybody thinks they're hot shit. So, we go back to the unit. Now, there is 1 shower. Excuse me. There was 2 showers per unit. 48 men per 2 showers. So you figure once you get back from the gym or the yard, you got to rush to go to the shower. Otherwise, you're going to close the showers and you're going to just sleep in your bunk, sweaty, swamp ass, when it's already 100 degrees in your cell. It's not a good look, and your cell's going to hate you for it because you're going to stink. Last thing you want to do is smell like an onion and sleep above a goon, because they're going to snag you up and you're going to wash yourself in the toilet. You're going to do something to take care of that smell. So the shower's packed. How you used to put your ID on the shower to make sure that you were next in line, right? There was like a big line of IDs. So all you do is clip your ID to the next man. So this guy's turn comes up. He's like, I'm next. The other guy said, no, I'm next. And I forgot which one it was, but one of them cut the other. They put their IDs, they swapped their IDs, so the other guy would be in front of the other guy. And he's like, nah, homie, you fucking swapped your ID. I clearly remember who I was after. He's like, man, you can't tell me nothing. Right? You a bitch. Now, you could feel the stigma in the air. You could feel it. The B word in the joint is a no-no. You cannot say the B word and not expect repercussions. That word right there, it basically is imagine the worst thing you could possibly do to somebody and tenfold it. So the guy says to him, man, you can't tell me nothing, bitch. And the other guy, you could just see the fire in his eyes, because if you allow another man in prison to call you the B word, then you are deemed a vic, aka a victim. You are deemed extortable, and you are just not gonna, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. It follows you everywhere that you go. So once he calls him a B, they start going in at it. They start wrestling. They start punching. There's guys everywhere on the units. The cops are not seeing this yet. Some guy opened his door because there's 2 hallways, right? And the guy opens his door to block the fight. So these guys are going ham. Now keep in mind, it's all concrete everywhere. It's all concrete. There's nothing but hard places. So they're knocking each other all over the place. They're swinging for the gates. So one of the guys picks the other dude up, suplexes him on a step, Now this step was concrete. It was into the shower, because you stepped over this into the shower. All you hear is a splat. I could still I still remember that splat, and just blood everywhere. The guy goes limp. He just stops right there. He starts almost seizing. The guy that suplexed him, he knew that he screwed up. He knew it. He looked at him. He thought he was going to do life in the pen, because if you catch a case in the pen, if you catch a murder, if you catch an assault, guess what? They're adding all that time on your sentence. All that time. You're going to get charged just like as if you were a free man. So the cops rush in. They take him out on a stretcher. They actually took him out in a wheelchair. And they rolled him out. They covered his head in some bandages and some gauzes. You just see blood everywhere. You see some skin. The guy got messed up. He damn near killed that man from a suplex. Over getting cut in the shower, this man caught a case. This man almost caught a murder case. This man would have done 25 years to life extra on top of his sentence because he got cut in the shower. Now tell me those priorities aren't messed up. It's not only priorities of people that are messed up in prison. People's priorities out here are also messed up. You see it every single day. People complaining and whining about stuff they don't have, dwelling on the negative instead of appreciating the positive. When I was locked up, all I would think about is being free. And now since I've been free, I've been trying to keep that mentality not to revert back into my old self. Because there's nothing worse than being away from your loved ones, being away from, or not having your freedom. It's a messed up feeling. And I hope none of you guys watching this ever feel that. So with these stories in mind, I hope you guys found them entertaining. But moral of the story is, don't do stupid shit, because it could always end 10 times worse than you could have ever imagined. Make wise decisions. I say it all the time. And with that being said, if you like this video, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I got a lot more stories to tell, and I also stream on twitch.tv/everyonekills every single night, 11 CT. Come on through, come kick it. The door is always open. As always, stay safe, be good, make wise decisions. Nothing but love here. Until next time, peace.